Hello and welcome to this random video, I guess you could say. This is not really something very important. I just decided that instead of doing special videos on these topics, I would just do one video and get them all into, one video. So it's gonna be easier for me to I don't know. I don't actually know. I just like this to be in one video and not like 6, 7, 30 seconds 30-second videos across my channel, so I just don't fucking swarm it. This being in one video is kind of like a little bit better for the channel, in my opinion. Well, anyways, just also would like to say that this video is just for mainly for me, to be honest, because let's be honest, I can bet that most of this, if not all, will not happen ever because of my luck. But it's better to have some plans than to have nothing. So yeah, anyways, this video is just like a ideas video. It has quite a bit of ideas that I came up with over the past several months. I got 4 categories here, which is movies / shows, games / mods, events, and other, which is, you will see what other is. So starting off with movies / shows, and the first one is the RMS trilogy. I don't have a name for it yet, besides the RMS trilogy, which is, as the name suggests, the trilogy of films centered around the actual story of Raven Milsec, and from the not really the start, but from the 3 movies I have already, a bit of stuff ready. First one is they meet, as in Pyro and Veronica meet. That's the main thing. Second one is the stuff that happens in Mogadishu, and the third one is the war in China. That's like the very rough overlay of the movies. That's not really in its entirety. It's just a bit of it, and that's like the A canon, the main canon, the realistic, more realistic stuff. And yeah, that's it for it. I really don't know if I should even talk about more. Actually, no, whatever. Yeah, let's fucking talk about it. So, the first movie will be like obviously an introduction, mainly focus on introducing the characters and the setting, and also will be used to as a start for the relationship between Pyro and V. It will be like, first section is gonna be like a normal day-to-day operation, then there is gonna be the mission, and then there is gonna be a jump in time to the US rescue attempt, trying to get, or actually maybe not the US, more like yeah, it's gonna be better if it's gonna be the Chinese, because I was torn about it, if it's either a US rescue attempt or a Chinese special operations raid. And I think that it's gonna be better if it's a Chinese special operations raid on RMS Raven Milsec than a US rescue attempt. That's because it would be more logical that Veronica would side with RMS over the Chinese rather than side of RMS over her own people. So that's gonna be the first movie. The second one is just going to be pretty much entirely set. It's just gonna be what happened in Mogadishu. It's gonna be start. They prepare to go there. Then the middle section, it's all the action stuff. And the end is gonna be after Pyro gets rescued. It's gonna be kind of like Black Hawk Down, but instead of several squads of soldiers being left behind and trying to get the fuck out, it's gonna be one man while a war of of massive proportions on the African continent is going around him. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. Not really much else. Well, I already said, I already talked about it a little bit, so I don't see the need of talking more about it. Especially if that part can be considered cringe or cool, depends on whatever the fuck you use it. The third movie, it's going to be again entirely focused on the U.S.-China war. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's gonna be like Raven Milsec is going to be contracted to siege Shanghai, while NATO and allied forces move deeper into Chinese territory and try to take over Beijing. And it's gonna end after RMS takes control of Shanghai. That's when the contract ends and Pyro decides that he no longer wants to be on the front lines, and doesn't really like this anymore, because he's gonna be like he's gonna be exactly I think 30 years old at the time. So yeah, that's pretty gnarly, I would say. And that's gonna be pretty much it for the main canon movies. Moving on the list is a disaster/apocalypse movie from the point of view of a news helicopter camera. I already have a bit of story, and I'm conflicted also if I should include this as a part of the second canon, the B canon, into the entire RMS thing. Well, I think I'm not gonna do that, because that'll probably ruin the movie. But quite frankly, I don't know. I would have to ask other people, because I already have the plot. I already have like a bit of the plot ready. So I have this beginning, because well, the first plot I developed was a zombie apocalypse one, right? Where there's starts with a chase, like a police chase. There's a van or whatever driving and trying to evade the police, and then it lasts like 10 minutes. I don't really know how long the entire movie would be. Probably an hour. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The beginning would be a chase, a police chase. Then the chase would end as the van crashes near like a big residential area with a lot of people. They get surrounded by police. One like bad guy exits, starts shooting. The police shoot back at him, and he goes down. Like he gets shot. He's just down. Probably dead. They go up to check on that stuff, and then the van blows up. It's like in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, where the Russians do the gas attacks all over Europe. That's pretty much it, but just in a American city, in one, maybe multiple places, depends on how I want to do that. And after that, shit goes south, and that's the start of the zombie apocalypse in the city. And then you would see the helicopter and the crew of the helicopter give live reports of the situation. You would see that I think that would be cool. If not a movie, then just a short film. It's just that. Anyways, next one is humanity counterattacks an alien invasion of Earth and invades their mothership. I actually talked about this before on my channel in a 10-minute long video, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave the link to that video in the comment section. No, not the comment section, in the description of this video, so you'll be able to watch that in full. But to give a short overview, it will be either one movie or several movies, or like a show or something. Like, I'm not really sure what it would actually be. Uh, I'm leaning towards like a movie, but I don't know if that would be possible, since I want to show the start of the invasion, how the invasion went, and then how it's, you know, how the humanity goes, it defeats the aliens on the ground and then goes to their spaceship and to their mothership, which is their entire, that's all it has, the entirety of their race there, because their planet got destroyed, so they had to go here and invade ours, because there's not enough actually habitable planets, and they don't really have terraforming tech, so they have to do that. And so the humanity invades their mothership, and then there is a invasion. So that's pretty much it. Next thing, which is probably one of the least possible things ever, is a documentary series following a hypothetical clash between the Covenant from Halo and humanity on Earth in modern day. Like, this would what this pretty much means is I would really like to make a documentary series about that. I would like to, or someone to make a documentary series like that. Just get NATO fucking guy, like analysts, get former generals, maybe even current generals, get the however, like the equipment, the stats for it, everything, the combat stuff, and then condense it, and then you like throw this foreign alien unknown force, pretty much, that we don't know too much about since it's from the fucking video game, and then have like a war game, pretty much like a long war game, and then present it in a documentary, like it's describing events from, I don't know, fucking World War II, like those history YouTubers do, but a little bit way more high budget than them, you know. It's something I would really want to do, because I am dumb like that, and I consumed way too much you know, those fucking DoD PowerPoint images and other fucking materials about, you know, military tech in general and strategy and stuff like that. So that's basically has my brain completely rotten to the core, and I would really want to see how could a hypothetical clash between I don't know, fucking one super carrier versus the entire world could go. Like, one super carrier, I bet we would win. If we had like an entire invasion fleet, I guess we would lose. I don't know. It really depends on everything, to be honest. Like, as I said, one man like me, there's no way I could ever do this. This is like one of the magnum opus probably of my career, if I ever decide to do this. But, you know, first of all, I would have to actually get money to do that, and I would have to get a lot of money and a lot of time. And yeah, I have none of the. I mean, I have a lot of time right now, but I don't have a lot of money. So I will try to, you know, get that stuff. Next one, and we have two more, is the war with the Universal Union. Universal Union, to those that don't know, it's the Combine from Half-Life 2. And this is actually two different things. It's either RMS and the rest of the world versus the Combine, or just the rest of the world versus the Combine. It's just like a I had previously, like way back when I was smaller and younger, and first time learned of the 7-hour war. I was like, wow, this is so fucking cool. I like this plot. I would like to watch it. What if someone made an entire movie, like a 7-hour long movie, maybe like longer, obviously, just a little bit at the start, a little bit of the end, of the entire war from the point of view of a soldier. And that, I think that would be cool. Obviously not in the theater, like just upload it on YouTube or somewhere. It's just a 7-hour long movie about, as I said, a soldier during the 7-hour long war. I had that idea, and that's pretty cool. But a 7-hour long movie, nobody would. I don't think. I mean, I would watch it. Fuck, I watched like a 12-hour long video about bullshit I fucking never cared about, like the Oblivion video that is like 12 hours long, and fucking I watched it in like 2 sittings. That's not time wasted. I enjoyed the video, but still, not everyone is like me. But I would like to do the 7-hour war movie, and the second thing, the Raven Milsec thing. That's like I had a crazy idea, right, in the B canon, to make like the RMS like a inter-universal force that's just trying to gather as many like soldiers, as many manpower and resources as it can get to stand up to the Universal Union and stop them from invading their world and any other that they made contact with. Because let's be honest, the Universal Union would probably win with every single possible reality they could go with. They destroyed us in 7 hours, and I'm pretty sure it would take them like 6 seconds if they actually put their real military, because I am 100% sure the things that they sent to Earth during the 7-hour war were just like other races captured by them, subjugated. Like, I bet most of the combined soldiers on Earth were also sent to invade a separate reality, like as cannon fodder, and that's I bet that's how it happened. I don't think they sent out their best of the best to invade Earth, because I bet it wouldn't last 7 hours. It would last fucking, as Eli said, 7 minutes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The Universal Union will come back later, probably, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, that's the oh no, wait, there's also the last entry, which is, let's be honest, a little bit of a cop-out. It says other small series, shows revolving around Raven Milsec, which is basically what I'm doing now, the Badger Files. That's one thing. And I already have some other stuff, like, I'm thinking about it, not making, because I want to finish the Badger Files, and then I want to finish No Victors, which is a completely separate thing. It's not in the RMS continuity. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the movies and shows. And now to games/mods. First one is Arma spin-off strategy game about IDAP, and I think this is one of the greatest ideas I ever had, because I like strategy games, and I think that a game, like a spin-off game about IDAP helping stuff, like, you start up with IDAP, and there's like the entire world, events from the games and random other events, and you have to manage it all. You're a non-for-profit, you have to do all the stuff, and basically have fun with creating the NGO that helps other people, helps people in conflict zones or during disasters. And I think that will be pretty cool and pretty entertaining game. Like, you have to manage resources of you, and you have to manage all that stuff. You have to manage the money you're being donated to, provide adequate help and care to places and multiple disasters happening around the world, starting from basically nothing, a regional thing, to an international mega NGO that helps with everything. And I think that would be a pretty cool game. I definitely would play it. You know, I would probably play anything that would have the Arma stamp stamped onto it, which, well, I would. The proof being Arma Tactics, which is a people consider it a horrible game, and I agree it's bad, but I still played it, and I still will play it. I will actually play through the entire game on I will play through the entire game on my channel, and I will not refund it. I wanted to, but I said, fuck this. I am an Arma guy. I will play through all of the Bohemia games. I told myself I will do that, and I will do that. Probably a bad idea, but anyways. Next one is again something revolving around my lore, which I think is amazing. But anyways, a spiritual successor to StarCraft 2, but in with my lore, which is basically a strategy game that has RMS as a main faction, and then some other stuff. I didn't really put a lot of effort into thinking about this too much, because, well, I just, you know, this one probably will never happen, but I love StarCraft 2, and I learned a lot about StarCraft 2 in the recent months, and I think, yeah, if someone managed to recreate that thing, yeah, they would have another fucking, they would probably bring RTS into a fucking golden age again, because a lot of people don't, like, a lot of game studios don't really get why StarCraft 2 was a success. They can't recreate it because they listen to the wrong people, and I would not, first of all, and second, I played through the game multiple times, actually, or one time even on my channel, which will be released some in the near future. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember. I don't have YouTube Studio out on at this time, and I don't really want to check right now because you know, I'm recording. But yeah, that's the thing. It's a great game. It's an amazing game. I loved it. It's a great strategy game, and I even without the DLCs, even without anything, this game is great. All this content, all this single player content, multiplayer co-op content, great stuff. Super amazing game. And if someone managed to recreate it, do a spiritual successor, it's an untapped gold mine. I'm telling you, it would be millions of dollars. Probably not, but you know, I'm just joking here a little bit. But yeah. Anyways, next thing, we are moving on to the more mod territory. Oh wait, I forgot to add something to the fucking list. Never mind. Another game idea, because I just remembered something and I absolutely forgot about it before. But an Metal Gear Solid 5 game, right? That functions very closely to MGS5, because I played through it. Great game, amazing game, love it. But you know, a game like that with all the stuff in it, and pretty much recreate it and just make it about Raven Milsec, because I think that would be pretty cool. I would like to play a game that I could make my own PMC from the ground up, have all the stuff from MGSV, like the main mission, side ops, the multiplayer stuff, as in no, multiplayer, you know, being able to raid other you know, other people's bases, other people's FOBs. That stuff pretty cool, and I would like to make, or someone else to make, another game like that. The story, well, the story would be just RMS that just be like adopted from the movies to fit the game, pretty much, you know. Which actually, yeah, I think that would work. I think that would work. Yeah, it wouldn't have to be that separate from it. So yeah, I think that would work. I'm confident in it. Anyways, now going for the actual mods and stuff with the next section being actually good custom faction mod for Arma 3. This is referring to my pretty bad, let's being honest, custom faction mod for Arma 3, which I will fix. I will add more stuff soon, okay? I will add more stuff soon. Just give me a little bit of time, cause I'm suffering, okay? It sucks making mods, but that's just like a very I could probably do it today if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to. I'm not in the mood for doing that. But you know, expect sometime after this video the mod will be updated to actually, you know, be good. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Next one is an entire custom Arma 3 campaign following the story of RMS, which is, as the name suggests, a campaign that follows the story of RMS. Like, it's not like the main story. It's like in the main canon, some like a thread, you know. It follows like for instance, most of the characters having their own campaigns to flesh out the characters more, right? Like special campaign for Zack, special campaign for Cooper, special campaign for Towers, special campaign for minor characters such as Sergeant Iron and his squad, stuff like that, you know. That I want to do those, and when I learn more about, you know, how to actually make missions in Arma 3, rest assured, I will make those campaigns, and they will be great. Trust me. Anyways, moving on. Next thing is Fallout New Vegas / Fallout 4 mod with my characters and the story within the B canon. Which this is also referring to the Universal Union stuff and the interdimensional, inter-universe stuff, which is basically RMS or going out of their way to, you know, secure like technology from different stuff, secure resources, allies, and other stuff like this to ensure that they have a fighting chance against the Combine, the Universal Union. You know, it can be that, or just, you know, RMS going into different universes to just secure resources and technology, just to become the strongest military force, period, on the planet Earth. But you know, that's pretty much it. I do have some I do have a little bit of story and, you know, things already in my head going. So yeah, but I won't spoil too much. I already spoiled a lot. So basically, the story would be pretty straightforward. You find, you get a radio signal on your Pip-Boy. You go there, you meet with Pyro, you do missions together in relations to the stuff that he is there for, and then at the end, you go to a specific point, and RMS, he gives the green light for the rest of the Raven Milsec Expeditionary Corps to get in and do the rest of the operation. That's pretty much it. I have more ideas in it, but it's just a rough thing. It's just a rough draft. So there's no point of talking about this now if there's not no one fuck. There's no point of talking more about this when I know that most likely this won't happen. Like, okay, listen, if people, okay, so I'm gonna say that if you guys want me to delve deeper into any of these that I read through or that I will read through, just tell me in the comments and I will do a dedicated video about it. But anyways, the last one on the list is Agent Shepard in the Middle East. That's also referring to Half-Life, and I also did a video on that before, and I will the link to that video will also be in the description. This is basically about the fuck. I had an idea, right, one day, that Agent Shepard will be dropped in, either rescued by the Vortigaunts or plopped in by G-Men into the Middle East. Probably plopped in to the Middle East by G-Men to, link up with the rebels, which I imagine probably would be a mix of local guerrilla fighters and the remnants of NATO militaries that were stationed there, like a group of like a pretty well organized group of rebels, and Agent Shepard would be plopped there to help them stir up shit. So Combine will focus more on the Middle East, while Gordon Freeman does his shit in City 17, which I think that's probably a better plot, a better thing about than Hunt Down the Freeman, which was pretty shit that like Combine would split within like a sector. They could just call in from other sectors, but if they get most of their military into the Middle East, because those rebels are doing Lord's work and fucking them up, it would make more sense that the Resistance had a chance and Gordon Freeman had a chance to do that stuff. I think that's cool. Recently, at the time of this video going live, it's going to be like several days. I don't know how many, but recently there was a mod called Swelter released for Half-Life 2, and it's not a copy of my idea, thankfully, but yeah, it's similar, as in, well, it's not similar. In that mod, the rebels are on the offensive, trying to push out the Combine from the Middle East, basically. Trying to liberate Earth. But yeah, that's it for that. Next one is the events, which first three are pretty easy to do. Which is, the first one is continue with the yearly presidential elections. If you don't know, you're gonna be this is gonna be fun next year. Basically, the presidential elections was like a dumb idea I had one day, to make, as it said, just to have a presidential election within my like a community, you could say. With my friends, we had a dumb idea. We did it, and it was pretty fun. And I decided that it's gonna be a yearly event, because it was fun. They will make their own propaganda. They will post it on Twitter with a hashtag. They will post it on Discord, and then we will have an election day, and everyone will have their own. Everyone will have their own thing, right? And that's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. We had a lot of fun when we did it the first time. So next year, 2024, we will have another great presidential election. Next one is continue with the annual Raven Milsec tournament. If you don't know, then you missed out because it already happened. But yeah, this week. But the RMS tournament, the Raven Milsec Greatest Soldiers tournament, is a. I don't know how often these tournaments are gonna. Oh shit! Apologies, but I don't know how often these tournaments are gonna be held. But it's basically just a fun thing to see who's the best Raven soldier. Pretty much, I create a specific thing, like armor free mission or whatever the fuck. I make a specific mod pack or whatever to a random game, and then then there is a list of things you have to do within that game to complete the challenge, and whoever does the most of the objectives and whoever does it the best, period, will be crowned as the best soldier, the greatest Raven Milsec soldier. That's pretty much it. Next one is continue updating the lore quiz and continue testing people with it. This is just like a early gatekeeping measure to root out people who don't fucking know what's going on with the within the lore of Pyro. It was just, it started as a dumb idea I had, but I decided, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll do it, and yeah. So far, the first edition was done by 4 people, and I will get around to actually releasing the scores soon after this video, maybe next week. I'm not actually sure, or hell, might be actually tomorrow. Who knows? But I will actually go and get to releasing that, and you will know how you did. Finally, there will also be a video about that. But anyways, that's pretty much like a lore quiz about my lore and the general Raven Milsec lore, and it's designed to root out people who don't know much and then educate them. The people that I know that 100% will need education is going to be Woza Pasta, because he doesn't know much. But anyways, that's it for it. Next one is one of the biggest things I would probably ever do, and that is run a massive multi-day long armor operation. This idea was inspired by Rimmy's. I think. Right. Actually, I have to look it up if I remember correctly. Rimmy, right? The Australian armor guy. Rimmy Down Under. Yeah. Okay. Rimmy Down Under. So he made a armor free like a persistent operation about Vietnam, and as from what I know, the project is on hold, either fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, but yeah, it's named Back Again 1975, and the playlist only has 5 videos, and the newest one, you could say, was released a year ago. So I have no idea if it's still going, but anyways, that's not the point of this video. The point of it is I was inspired by it to think of something like this, but about Raven Milsec, and this is the main thing. That's the main tie to the war with the Universal Union, war with the Combine, because the main idea was for it to be like a bait and switch thing, right? You have a normal operation, right? And at the end of it, after you achieve the last task, a fucking massive portal opens, and then Combine starts pouring out, and you have to and then they will have to act fast and do stuff, and it's gonna be a massive persistent campaign, and the end of it would be Alex, sorry, I am in a delirious state. I've been talking for 40 minutes, and that's a lot, constantly talking. But anyways, Alex, the clone, which the pilot clone, would fly an experimental fighter jet with a massive bomb that could destroy a planet into one of the portals, and then he would sacrifice himself to stop the invasion. Period. Also, the explanation as to why the Combine would attack only the singular place, because the explanation was of the Zeus network of which are the satellites, like from Command and Conquer, the particle accelerators, which would shoot a quick stream of particles into the portal. It would go through, and then it would decimate the portal on the other side, on the planet, right, on the Combine world, and that would shut it down, and they would just not be able to open portal. They could only attack from one place, because the Zeus satellites would constantly destroy everything. That's pretty much it. But yeah, that's all. And yeah, if you want to know more, and if you think that's a cool idea, comment down below. Also, along with this idea, I forgot to mention, I would set up for this specific thing like a company account for Raven Milsec, so they could post propaganda during the video, during the operation, which I already have ideas for. I already have ideas for the fucking edits themselves. I would make them, but they are. I already struggle to make fucking normal edits already, which I need to probably make more of, because they are fun to make, but they take a lot of time and ideas. But anyways, that's it. That's the Arma 3 operation. Next one, which is probably one of the most fun things I could ever do, is go to the biggest annual airsoft game that would be anywhere happening and LARP as Cooper. Basically, what I want to do is go to one of those multi-day long airsoft games, right? The Airsoft Milsim games, and LARP, role play as Cooper, as the Spec Ops guy from my lore. And but what I mean by that is break the rules a little bit, do the get the fucking nods out, do dumb shit like sneak behind enemy lines, and place like in front of their points and bases, just tie the Raven Milsec flag next to it, and just something that would say the Raven was here, and then leave in multiple more important places, like either quick graffiti drawn or something like that, with the text like red eyes and beware of the red eyes, which is a reference to Cooper having the emanating red visors on his gas mask, which, fun fact, Cooper was inspired by Hunk from Resident Evil 2, I think. Yes, 2. Anyways, that's an idea I had, and I think that would be pretty cool if there was a multi-day long airsoft event like that. Then trust me, I would do that shit fast, instantly, pretty much. And I think that's a cool idea. I will do that one day. Next thing, which is also pretty fun, is the Baritone Nether live stream, and this is one of the this is one of the most time-consuming things that there is on this list. What this is pretty much, in the future I want to basically just use Baritone and however many fucking however many Baritone bots I would need to do that, and I want to use them to mine out the entire Nether. Like, just set them in a point, right, on the overworld, give them stuff like the gear, and then send them into the Nether, so they will just clear it out entirely from bedrock to bedrock, from one side of the Nether to the next, and I want them all to come back from the Nether, like with all the stuff that they will mine, put it in a massive storage area, which I'm currently digging out. And the storage area, I didn't calculate anything. I just know it has to be massive. But thankfully, I do actually have mods that give me bigger chests, like massive chests. So that will ease the problem a little bit. But still, I will require a ton of space, which I am working on right now. I am digging a huge, just straight up massive, enormous fucking hole in the ground, and when I fill up the hole, I will then build until the limit of the of the skybox, a limit, or the height world limit, and then fill it all out, the entire thing, with the best chests I can. And that's going to be it. That's going to be the entire thing. I just want to mine out the entire thing, and the entire thing, the Baritone bots are going to be live, live streaming on either my channel or a separate channel. Actually, no, I think it's gonna be on my channel, frankly, it could be either on my channel, on a separate channel, or on a completely different streaming service. But I think on my YouTube channel there would be like just constantly running a live stream, and I want it to be kind of cool. I was thinking about like the best setup would be have 500 bots, Baritone bots, active in the server. It would be a LAN server. They would, and all of this would like be linked up to the main computer, not mine, but a main computer. And I would love to figure out a way to have like every 10 minutes it would switch between the bots playing, so it's not gonna be just from the perspective of a single bot. It would just switch from one bot to the next constantly, right, every 10 minutes, and it will just run in the background for however long it takes the bots to dig out the entirety of the Nether. So yeah, that's a cool idea. Yeah, I really do want to do that, and I will prepare for it. I am aware that for my version of Minecraft, which is 1.16.4, there is no Baritone, but I feel like in the future, when I will have enough disposable income to do all the most of the other stuff, I think I will be able to ask the Baritone developers to make a specific version for me. You know, if I pay them, because I'm pretty sure they make the bot for free right now. I'm not sure, but if I think if I would pay them and ask them to do this, they would do this. Which, you know, if you're getting paid, I think that's a good incentive. But anyways, it's all in the far, far, far future, and you know it does right now. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we have the last two in the events tab. So the next one is finish a Project Guild. Now, if you don't know what Project Guild is, I'm not blaming you. Most people don't know what it is, but I'm here to explain what it is. Now, Project Guild is a fancy, very fancy name for basically a very stupid project, which is just create in every single game I know of, create like a group. A lot of games have like this system that you can create like a for instance in Battlefield games like Battlefield 3 I think, or in Battlefield 4. I'm not sure actually. I'm gonna go and see Battle where is it? Fucking hell. Shit, I don't know. Wait, I don't remember how do you look that shit up. Is it Battle.net? I don't remember. Battle.net? No, it's not that. Anyway, whatever. So in the you can with that stuff, right? You can create your what is called platoon, and people can join the platoon and basically have you have like representation in those games. And I want to create in every single game I want to create the Raven Milsec guild, platoon, group, faction, whatever. In every single game I know and I can obtain, and it's worth doing this, I want to create a special group for Raven Milsec. I already have several, and also I don't only want to do it in games. I also want to do this on forums, such as, you know, obviously the official Arma 3 unit, the Steam group, Reddit, you know, fucking the subreddit, Telegram channel, which I will do. Both of these I will do soon. If you know any more I could do like that, just, you know, just tell me in the comments. I would really appreciate it, and I will expand the Project Guild then. Also, if there is a game, you can what's the I'm looking for a word and I forgot. Jesus, the brain rot. If there is a game that you can add like a tag and stuff like this, but not make an actual group, then in those games, pretty much just I would ask people to just put RMS to signify Raven Milsec, basically. But anyways, that's it for this one. The next one is a very secretive one, which is release the list. Most people don't know what the list is, for good reasons, because I like to make it, you know, a little bit of a surprise. But basically, it's one of the biggest things I'm currently working on, and if all of the cards play right, everything goes perfectly, I will maybe even could change. This event, the thing that the shitstorm that the list could cause, might even change some laws, and if they do, the world as a whole would be a totally different and better place. But I won't say much more about it because I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, so such a fucking secretive thing, right? Anyways, now to the last section, which is other, and you won't see what I mean by other. First one is create an actual security company. What the fuck was that? Anyways, I have an idea to make an actual security company named after Raven Milsec. Not obviously not Raven Milsec itself, but like Raven Security Essentials or something like that, you know, and you know, provide security not only like people but also stuff, cameras and shit like that, and gear also. And that would be pretty cool if I managed to do that. That would be great. That would be amazing. But that's in the far future. The next one is a logistics company. By that I mean truckers, trains, boats, and stuff like that. You know, transporting, logistics. You know, maybe even stuff like building, or that's more in the next entry, which is a construction company. But yeah, basically those two I would love. I am just interested in logistics. I like logistics. I like that stuff. And I think that making a company like that, I know that logistics and logistical company are completely different things. I know that, but I think that could be a success, to be honest. I think that, okay, I can try, right? With the construction company, I can try too. You can't stop me, alright? And it doesn't have to be in one country. It can be international. So you don't know. It can work. Just let me try. Anyways, now we already talked about the construction company, so the next one is just make more edited videos, you know? Make more scripted, edited videos, which I struggle with a lot, because sometimes I just can't, you know, I just can't bring myself to do edited videos. Sometimes I'm too lazy. That's straight up. Just not gonna even bullshit about it. I just sometimes am too lazy to do, you know, videos that require a lot of effort. But most of the time I just don't have enough time to actually do those things, because it takes a lot of time to make edited videos, if you didn't know. But anyways, that's just, you know, besides the point. I mean, that is the point. But anyways, moving forward, the next one is funny a little bit. Become Friendly Jordies, but for the US government. If you don't know who Friendly Jordies is, I would be actually pretty surprised. But if you don't, go and subscribe him on YouTube. He does pretty cool videos about the Australian government, and most importantly, the New South Wales government. He exposes corruption and shady dealings within the Australian government, and I would like to do the same. Maybe not even for the US government, but just for my government in my country, in Poland. But you know, if all stuff goes well, then I might have to move to the United States. That's besides the point. And if I do move to the United States, I would feel obligated to actually focus on the US government, because you know, I would live there, and I like it when the government does the stuff that people want it to do, and doesn't do stuff just for themselves, like a lot of governments do most of the time in the current times. And I will not go into the political debate right now, but I have other stuff that I could say about it. If you want to listen to me ramble about political stuff, just leave a comment, as with everything else, and I will. But anyways, next one. Be featured in multiple projects as a voice actor. That's actually already happening. I'm already a main character in a Halo fan project, like a series, which is pretty fun. It's pretty cool, and I want to be featured in more. I will. If you need a random guy like a Grunt number 76, I am happy to voice act. I think I can voice act. I'm pretty good, as in well. I will say that I can talk and yell and scream, sing, do whatever in my voice, but do other voices, no. So as I said, if you need a grunt, random guy that dies, sure you can get me, but because usually when someone says voice actor, they imagine someone that can make like 70 billion different voices but by themselves. They're that good. But when I say voice actor, I just mean a guy who plays a role in a movie, like a most of the time animated movie of a character, a voice actor. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want a guy to fill a vacant role, I will be happy to help. Anyways, next one. And on the next one there will also be a video coming out, most likely next week, which is create a better troll than the Mesa troll. I will not be delving deep into the Mesa troll that I like to call it now, but basically I used something from Black Mesa to trick people into believing that it's actually happening, and it's spread like wildfire on Twitter and multiple other platforms, and it was very funny. But anyways, because I want to make a video on this, I will not talk more about this. And the last and most important one is do all this before the solar flare destroys the internet for years. Yeah, if you didn't know, apparently from what I've seen, NASA just said fucking in like a decade or so we're gonna have a solar flare, and that solar flare might just destroy parts of the internet and make it unusable for multiple years. So yeah, I don't have enough time. That's why I'm kind of hurrying up with my my video making stuff, starting with this one, and that's why I'm also making a lot of events and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen. If it does, only for like 2 years max, because I think the world could collapse if it was for longer, because we rely a lot on the internet, and like a hard reset like this would be disastrous. That's why I do want to do all this, because most of these probably, like I have to say, most of this probably would make more money before me back, would make me richer, and I could invest that into my and my family's protection in case of event. Because let's be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I can be sometimes a very paranoid man. I have lived through stuff and I learned stuff about what type of people know about me, and what they know about, and that they would kill me if they had to, or rather if they entered my country, because of my affiliations with multiple people and stuff like that. And yeah, I would like to be safe, so most of this stuff is just to make money, and I invest that money into protecting me and my family and my associates and other stuff like this. So yeah, I think that's it. Oh no! Oh, how could I forget about that? Fuck! Oh god, I forgot about one of the more stupid ideas, but a still cool idea in my opinion. Do you guys remember Save the Kids token that failed? Failed, shitcoin, you could say. That was created by what's his name, Face Jarvis, I think. Yeah. It was supposed to be a charity token, but it failed because they decided to rug pull and ruin everything. So yeah, that sucked ass. But I realized that if someone competent and if someone trustworthy and if someone who doesn't want to lose everything for $10,000 would do a charity token, it could work. It could actually work. And if nobody could fucking destroy it, it would probably be a very good thing. So I had an idea floating around. What if I, in the future, would be able to make a charity coin, a charity token, akin, to Save the Kids, but not a fucking rug pull, because yeah, I don't like scamming people that believe in me and destroying the reputation of anyone associated with me, and my own reputation. But yeah, I want to do something like this, implement stuff like they said they will, and instead of it being about saving children, I was thinking about it being a like 3% or 4% would be going to okay, let's say 3% of every transaction made would go to cancer research, right? To a charity or whatever. Anywhere that there is active cancer research, so we can, help the defeat cancer. Because being honest, cancer is one of the scariest things out there. It can strike anyone, and I would love that if we could, as the human race, if we could fucking get rid of it. And I think that if we made a charity coin like that, and if it actually fucking worked, and nobody would rock pull it, nobody would be able to rock pull it, I think it would be a success. As in, we would be able to get more funding, even by even if someone doesn't actually directly donate. If they use the coin, we would be able to help people, a lot of people, and future generations too. So yeah, that's my schizo idea. Okay, yeah, and that's it for the stuff. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I didn't mention the sitcom, but that's like literally in so near future. I decided that it's not that hard to be made. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this 1 hour and it's gonna be fucking 10-minute long video of me talking about the stuff I would love to do one day if I had the money and the power to do so. But we all know that none of this will happen. Well, maybe someone will watch this idea and make something of this, maybe. Or maybe I will be actually able to do this in the future. I want to do something with this in the future. Being honest, I made this video just because I thought it would be interesting to share my plans with other people, and the bigger ideas. But I think that most of these ideas, unironically, even if they are related to my my lore and the stuff I make a little bit too much and are a little bit too grand, you could say, for someone like me, I still think they are good ideas. Okay, I think that if I had ability to do so, they would end up as something great. I don't want to sound like I'm just saying like, oh yeah, I'm just so fucking good, everything I do will end up a success, because that's not true. Obviously, I'm just a random fucking dumb fuck, an actual retarded child in Poland doing stuff because they want to. But yeah, anyways, I do hope that one day I will be able to make in the ideal world I would make all of this, but I just hope that I could make even one fourth of this fucking thing, 1/5 of this stuff. But yeah, I hope I will be able to do that. And yeah, if you want to support me in my ambitious dreams, like this video, comment something. I don't know what would you want to see the next video with a somewhat of a script that to be about, and subscribe to my channel, because this is the only way we can make that stuff happen. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see each other in the next video. Goodbye.